losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab?
Right, you've seen the running on this video. I'm at Barnsdale Leisure, up near the other end of Pontefract. Now, I've been going to this dealership only once or twice in the last sort of 7 years, and this is probably my second visit. It's not exactly on my main run. It's about 100 miles from where I live here, and I don't get to come across this side of the country all that often, which is a shame because I'd like to. Now, I've known Charlie for quite a number of years, and to be quite honest, Charlie's one of these sort of guys who says it as it is. He eats and breathes his Adria brand of Taurus. And when he said he was moving, and when lockdown came, well, Charlie didn't hang around. He got on with a bit of a job. He decided he was going to make himself a showroom. And that's what exactly Charlie did. During lockdown, this was a heavy engineering company. What he's done is converted it into a rather smart showroom, selling obviously his main brand, which is Adria. Now, Adria have been around a long time in the UK. They've been around in the UK now for just over 50 years, about 52 years, 1970-71. The first Adria was sold at the Earl's Court, yes, the days of the old Earl's Court Caravan exhibition in 1970. I've got the original drawing of that stand, which I'll put on this video actually. Some years ago I did Adria's 50th anniversary to cover them starting off and then coming into the UK and what they did. So there's a booklet out there somewhere which actually was written by me, and also most of the images were supplied by me, and also Adria supplied me some images as well. So it was to really tell people Adria were here a long time, so not a quick sort of imported make, come and gone tomorrow sort of thing. Anyway, you know what I mean. But anyway, let's get back to this. Now, Charlie also sells Knauses too, and he's got a couple of Knauses in his showroom. Now, this showroom had to have a lot of work done to it, i.e. the floor, and I'm going to show you down on that floor because obviously heavy industry, heavy engineering, oil and grease. Trying to get this floor to get the paint and do all this took a lot of doing, but he did it. And just looking around, he's got the vans nicely spaced out. I would say he is the only Adria dealer with a proper showroom dedicated to Adria in the UK. Plus as well, he's got his Knauses. So let's have a bit of a scout about. What I do like is it's very clean. He's also got a few things like these motorbikes here for, I think the sponsor, some motorbike rider, and it's just sort of, it just has a little bit of interest because obviously you sometimes get quite a few motorhome people or motorcycle people have a caravan as well. So it's just something there as a bit of added interest. But of course, it's the vans. And what he's done is this, he's nicely, as I said to you before, he's nicely spaced them out. And he's put little accessories, sort of things like this, the reclining chairs and tables. And just literally made it so you can move around. There's no big awnings cluttering up the place or anything like that. So basically, if it's a wet day out there, you can come in here and browse at your leisure in a showroom that is really, really spacious and not crowded. Because let's face it, he could have crowded a lot more vans in here if he wanted to. He'd probably get another 3 or 4 vans in it easily. Get my teeth in, at least. From the little Adria action here. To the Altias, the Adoras, all well placed, all the lighting on, So as I say, you can just come and browse here in perfect comfort. Now you see, the thing is, Charlie's got a lot of drive, a lot of energy, and to be quite honest, you know, as he said, during lockdown, he wanted to do stuff. He wanted to do this. He wanted to get this as a showroom. And he said when he looked at it first, he thought it looked a bit impossible. But anyway, he's done it. Also he has in it is the Opus. Do you remember the Opus folding camper? Which I think Deborah Meaden off from Dragon's Den is something to do with that. If I remember rightly. So here's one of the Opuses. Now I've never done a review on an Opus. Don't know really a lot about them, to be honest. But Charlie says they do all right. They're a fair whack of price, about 30 grand I think these, I'm not sure. But they are pretty popular. Anyway, we're not here to look at that just on its own. But in this bit, he's got some push bikes here, electric bikes, chairs, some accessories. Now he's not gone mad and put a load of accessories in here. He's just put like your sort of essential accessories, toilet fluid, that sort of thing. And he's really sort of laid it all out well. There's even a twin tub there for your washing. You can probably hear the radio in the background there actually. I don't know how we're all right for that for copyright. But anyway, on the whole, he's got it all pretty, as I say, mapped out here nicely. He's got the towing mirror stuff and other odds and ends that, you know, the essential things that caravanners need. Now, the thing is, what you've got to remember is that when you do something like this, it just takes some commitment. But it's also the cost as well, and this would not have been cheap to do, but Charlie thinks it's well worth it. And you know what? It is, because an indoor showroom for caravans is a big bonus. Because at the end of the day, there's not a lot of them around in the UK. And this is another one to add now to the list of the few that are around available. There's showrooms which have just got a couple of caravans in and some dealers, but these have got, what, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 vans in here, maybe 15. But as I say, it's very spacious and very well laid out. And, as I say, it's so handy just to be able to come in here. It's chucking it down with rain outside, you can come sit in the vans, they'll put the heating on. And sort of imagine yourself using one of these vans. It all helps in the buying process. And also it's very good at showing you how the lighting is in a lot of these vans. Because I always like to know what the lighting looks like. Because I like a lot of lights on in my caravan at night. And this day and age, there's no excuse for not having decent lighting in. The days of the old lab cramp strip lamps from the 80s and that, which were really dim and pretty poor, but we didn't know any better, have long gone. LED lighting, of course, has taken over a lot in domestic and industrial uses, and so in caravans. So, all I can say is well done, Charlie. And it's really good to come and have a look around. And he really put a lot of use of his time in lockdown to doing this. He certainly put a lot of work into it, and it's good, and it's a shame that not a lot of people know this. So look, if you're in this area, it's just off the, I think, the Doncaster Road. I'll put the address in the website. If you're in this area, come and just, even if you're not really looking to buy a van, come and have a look, because it's just well worth it. And he's really proud of the fact that he's got a showroom here that is dedicated to Adria, because I don't know if there really is any showrooms in the UK that are actually dedicated to Adria. Yeah, and he's done it all off his own bat. yeah, well done. There's no doubt about it, a showroom does make a heck of a difference. A bit like sometimes if there's a dealership who's got a bit of greenery around them and they can sort of stick them on a bit of sort of, you know, with a few trees and things around. Again, it gives that extra feel, but that's few and far between in this day and age. But no, I just thought I'd bring you around this showroom, just to show you really, because as I say, doing things like this is hard work. And I remember sort of in the 60s and 70s especially, when there was a showroom, and I think I went to one, I think my parents took me to one up in Bishop Auckland, which was Elite Caravans. It became part of a large group called the Gailey Group, and they had an indoor showroom, and it was in a building very much like this, I can remember, and they had the vans fairly well laid out. Excuse me. But, you know, and they called it the Earl's Court of the North. It was incredible, really. And I remember as a kid being very impressed, seeing all these new caravans, Abbeys and Sprites and things. So that'd be about 1972, all undercover. And I remember my mum and dad really being wooed by the fact is that, you know, it put them in the mood to look around the caravan, even though it was a bit of a wet day outside. And you can see it does help sell a caravan, especially, as I say, when the weather is inclement outside. So, I'll pick up my cup of tea that Charlie made me previous to that. Now, I think the workshop is just over there. I know he was saying he's got a lot of vans in on servicing. Of course, Easter's not too far away, and of course, people want the caravans for Easter. And to keep your caravan in warranty now, you do need to have it serviced, as you do a car. Plus, as well, it means it keeps an eye out for anything that's happening to your caravan while it's been in storage or whatever. So, from Barnsdale Leisure, from the home of the Adria showroom, here, just outside of Pontefract, which is better known for its Pontefract cakes, which is a sweet, I think, if I remember rightly. Yeah, Barnsdale Leisure, which also has a good selection of used Taurus generally, but like Charlie said, the used market has been pretty buoyant, and I've seen that a lot. Talking to a lot of my dealer friends as well, they've told me that used Taurus are really in quite good demand, especially family vans. Anything that's 6 berth, anything like that, 5 berth, is usually sought after, and especially we think up to the £10,000 price bracket will be what most people will spend on the first caravan, and I can see that's probably going to be the trend for 2023. We just don't know how things are going to pan out, do we, folk? But anyway, not a bad cup of tea either. So, again, from Barnsdale Leisure, the Adria showroom, I will bid you farewell till the next video, and please keep liking, please keep subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything, it's free. And thank you for all the new people that have subscribed since the NEC show a few weeks ago, because that has really come on a lot. Look out for the YouTube channel Caravan Industry Expert sweatshirt, because who's wearing it? It'll be me. And come and say hello. Anyway, from this fantastic showroom with nice shiny floors, it's so nice, it's so clear. I could eat my tea off here if I wanted to. Not that I do that sort of thing. Yeah, well done. Just shows you what can be done, doesn't it? Bit of ingenuity, a bit of imagination. And there we go. Right, I'm wrapping this video up, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.
Losing time, I'm fading.